Alright lads, so with the 7th anniversary wrapping up, I think it's now the best time to update our top 10 best characters in the game Bleach Brave Souls. Last time we did update it, it was a year ago, where the best character at that point in time was the new and shiny 6th anniversary Aizen, but now things have changed. We've gotten a lot of very powerful characters in the last 7 or so months, especially in the last 2 or so weeks since the 7th anniversary has started, and I have taken the task of ranking all these characters into a top 10 list where we demonstrate some of the best characters that Bleach Brave Souls has to offer. So as always, if you lads do enjoy these type of videos, make sure you show support by liking the video. For the 7th anniversary, let's once more and for the final time try and shoot for 777 likes. And with that said, let's jump into the top 10, starting off of course with the number 10 spot. Starting off the list in our number 10 spot, we have Zaraki Kenpachi, this time in his Spirits of a With You version. Now this character has a lot going for him when it comes to any content you really put him against, and that's mainly due to the fact that he has a very powerful set of strong attacks and also very powerful skills. And this mainly includes a very high damage output thanks to his Frenzy +2 skill, and also when at full stamina, an additional 40% Berserker. With the fact that he also comes with Havoc +20% Marauder and also weakening on every single attack. And mind you, every attack that he does have is a very powerful attack. His SA1 being a vacuum vortex, trapping the enemies in front of him, and if anyone stays alive, he can then finish up those enemies with a powerful SA2 beam. His SA3 is then full screen, and the damage output that he does have again with the strong attacks allows him to be used in a lot of different content, even when he doesn't have killer. So Spirits of With You Kenpachi taken on number 10 spot, again mainly due to the fact that he just has really good damage output, good strong attacks, and also a lot of usability.
Yukuzo! せっかくの機会じゃ存分に楽しめ
Spirits of With You Yoruichi is taking our next spot and the 9th character on our list. Now Yoruichi has a lot going for him, and all these characters going forward also have a lot going for them. And where do we start with Yoruichi? Not only does she come with a 40% Berserker, 20% more damage at full stamina, which she can easily keep thanks to the fact that she does have built-in element reversal and also a 20% T-Mill for your entire team every time you into another map. She also does come with the Spiritual Pressure boost plus 80% skill, where if she does inflict a stat element, she gets an 80% stat boost to a Spiritual Pressure stat, which overall increases the amount of damage output that this character can dish out, and it's quite a lot. In addition to that, she also has a very easy time inflicting stat element thanks to the fact that she does have an increased chance of inflicting a stat element against any mind attribute enemy, and that makes her really usable regardless of killer. Since she hits so hard and since she has an increased chance of inflicting a stat element against any mind enemy, she is a character that realistically doesn't even care about killer effects. And she is also a character that does have weakening on all of her attacks and also a very good set of strong attacks that allows her to be very quick and do a lot of damage. She is a Yoruichi, so she does come with 4 flash steps, and if you give her Long Stride with a bonus ability, that ensures that Yoruichi is going to have some insane mobility. She's going to be flash stepping around the map and at the same time constantly inflicting stat elements, doing a lot of damage compared to most other characters in this entire game, and also keeping your team safe by healing them every time you into another room. So Yoruichi is taking that 9th place spot for being a massive damage dealer, great utility, great survivability, and also being a really good team player.
ああ、やはり楽しいですね。戦いというのは。
Spirits Are Forever With You Raitsu takes up the 7th place spot as a very overpowered healer. Normally healers in Bleach Brave Souls aren't anything too amazing, they more so play the support role. In this case, this Raitsu is playing the support role while also playing the DPS role, as she can dish out a lot of damage. And that's mainly due to the fact that she does have Frenzy +2 and an additional 20% Berserker with an additional 20% damage when you are at full stamina, which you can easily take advantage of since every attack that she does have can inflict weakening and also drain. The weakening will allow her to do more damage, and the drain will allow her to heal back up to full stamina. And if you aren't at full stamina, well then you can just use her SA3, a charged third strong attack that dishes out significantly more damage than a normal strong attack. And it gets even better because that SA3 also does heal your entire team by 40% when fully charged. So this is a character that is basically almost immortal. With the fact that she has weakened defense, Marauder, weakening and drain on every single attack, this allows her to be a very hard hitting character, great survivability, increasing your team survivability more so than Yoruichi, since you have that very powerful SA3 team heal, and you're also just going to be doing a lot of damage against any enemy you go against.
よく見とけ。これが俺の力だ。
The special collaborative character for the 6th anniversary, Aaroniero Ichigo, is taking our number 6 spot. Now, Aaroniero Ichigo is in this spot, despite him not being the most damage-dealing character when compared to the other characters that we talked about. This Ichigo makes up for it in usability, and that's mainly due to the fact that he does come with 2 killers, that being Soriba and No Affiliation Killer. He has weak hitting on every single attack with a 60% Berserker, a great set of strong attacks thanks to the fact that he does have a distant AoE SA2, a full screen SA3, and also a vacuum vortex SA1 with a good chance to inflict stat elements. Marauder and also Poise allows him to be very useful in a lot of different content, and since he also does come with more flash steps, long stride, and also complete stat immunity, this is the character that you're going to have a lot of fun with, flash stepping around the map, having great mobility, good survivability for the fact that he doesn't have to worry about any stat element, which is a great quality of life when playing with characters like this, and then also his soul bomb damage. Since he does come with bombardment +1, that means his soul bomb hits 8 times instead of the usual 4, and that allows him to do things in stuff like Guild Quest, for example, that some of our other characters just can't naturally do. This allows him to be a very hard-hitting nuke in Guild Quest and potentially clear all 5 waves if you have this character worked on. But even outside of Guild Quest, having 2 killers with a good damage output, great survivability and mobility, being really good in Arena 2, it just overall makes this character really usable in basically any content you put him against, and that's why he has come in 6th place.
リリースコード0575アンロック来いハンガーシャドウ食いちぎっちまえ
A Burn the Witch character, in this case Bruno, is taking up our number 5 spot. Now Bruno is very similar to Aaroniero Ichigo in the reason why we have ranked him this high. Again, usability is a very great thing about this character since he does come with 2 killers, that being Soriba and also Obranka. He does have a good damage output, although the lowest in this entire list with only a 40% Berserker, but he does make up for it with his soul bomb damage and also some good utility. That's mainly due to the fact that he does have hit hidden enemy chance 100%, poise, sharpshooter, and combination with his 2 strong attacks that technically does allow him to be used in 4 types of Guild Quests, with the bombardment and weakening soul bomb, again 8-hit soul bomb. If you do decide to work on this character, he is a character that you will use potentially for 4 types of Guild Quests, which again is not something many characters can actually say. And in addition to that, Bruno also does come with a very good set of strong attacks, a full screen SA3, a distant AoE SA2, and then a pushback SA1, which can deal quite significant amount of damage. In addition to that, he also does have a dodge Soripa damage, so every time he gets hit by a Soripa, there's a 50% chance he's going to take no damage. He has last ditch survive 100%, so when he does die, he is going to get that free revive, and then he also does have Sprinter +2, adding to his mobility. In addition to that, he also is designed for Arena, and he is currently the best Arena character in the game, as in Arena he does get the additional Frenzy +1, taking his overall damage to Frenzy +2 with an additional 40% Berserker. He has 2 soul bombs in Arena and also has an additional 66% stats when you start an Arena quest. So because of how dominant this character is in the Arena game mode, he is still the king of that particular game mode. You can still use him in Brave battles. I have actually seen quite a few people use him, and they've actually beat my team quite a few times. You also can use him for 4 types of Guild Quests, and yes, despite his damage output being on the lower side for normal PvP content, it doesn't stop this character from clearing content really fast.
なめられては困るな波動の球児黒ひつぎ
1000-Year Blood War Aizen the Agony version, our first and only normal attack damage character on this list, which just goes to show how powerful this character actually is, and that's mainly due to how much damage and utility this character has. For example, he has Guard Break and also hit hidden enemies, so 2 very powerful skills in one, Flurry +1 with the additional 60% Bruiser and also Status Omen attack boost. So when this character does inflict a Status Omen, and mind you he has an increased chance of inflicting Status Omens against any speed speed enemy, which therefore means he has a very, very easy time getting that attack boost. He is going to be able to hit very, very hard when inflicting status on. Again, he's going to constantly do so. He inflicts weakening on every single attack. His SA2 is a boost and a barrier move, a 5-hit barrier for himself, a 3-hit barrier for your entire team, which adds to their survivability and also yourself. And then he also does have the gauge mechanic, which if you notice when playing with this character, you're going to be building that gauge up quite a bit. And once you do build it up, you're going to increase your damage output by an additional 100% on his normal attack damage, which is absolutely insane for a normal attack damaging character. You're constantly inflicting weakening, your help on your team, your help on yourself, you're building up that gauge, and when you do complete the gauge, you're reducing your strong attack cooldown for one time by 30%. This character can just do it all, despite him being a normal attack damaging character, which innately puts him at a disadvantage, but to Aizen, it just doesn't matter. He is powerful, he can clear anything you put him against, and he's going to be doing it very safely and also very, very fast.
落ちてゆくがいい惑い乱れて砕け散れ
6th Anniversary Aizen, previously our best character in the entire game when we did make this top 10 a year ago, is now taking the 4th place spot. But that doesn't devalue how powerful this character actually is, and he is still to this day, again, one of the best characters. Still, to a lot of people, debatably, the best character in the game. So let's explain why. With a 3000 length beam SA1, a SA2 distant AoE into a tracking vortex, literally the best strong attack in the entire game, providing great damage output and also crowd control with his SA3, and also the fact that he does have weakening and drain on every single attack. He also does have Frenzy +2, increasing the amount of hits he does have, which further increases the chance of him to inflict a status ailment, and also an additional 20% more damage when at full stamina, which again he can easily do thanks to the fact that he does have drain and also weakening on every single attack, allows him to be just very powerful in any content you put him against. Literally any content you put him against. Brave battles, he's a very powerful counter to the captain method that we have. Arena, he has a 50% chance to dodge Soribus. In PvE content, he's just clearing fast, having great crowd control, and also providing great heals for himself. In Guild Quest, he's a great lead for the captain or Sorry week, or also a side if you're trying to go for them very, very fast runs. If you have a better lead, Aizen is still transcending everything, and that's why he's the number 4 spot.
どんな力だっていい全部使って俺が守る
7th Anniversary Ichigo, a mind Soripa with the Soripa and also a Ranka killer. So having 2 killers further increases the usability for this character in potential multiple months of Inheritance Child gameplay. With weakening and also paralysis on every single attack, it's a very powerful combination for doing a lot of damage and keeping your enemies in place. And he can easily do that thanks to the fact that he does have an SA2, a distant SA2 into a tracking vortex, very similar to the likes of 6th Anniversary Aizen. This ensures that he is going to be inflicting status ailments more often than not. And if you don't inflict a status ailment from your strong attacks, well, you have a 12% chance to inflict a status ailment every 5 seconds against every single enemy. And that can allow him to be quite toxic in Arena if you are using someone that doesn't have immunities. But continuing on, Ichigo also does have a very high damage output thanks to the fact that he does have a 40% Berserker with Frenzy +1 and also a Spiritual Pressure boost plus 80% skill. So again, very similar to other characters on this list, if he does inflict a status ailment, he's going to get an 80% stat boost to his Spiritual Pressure, further increasing the amount of damage his character can do. And as already mentioned, he does have a very easy time of inflicting status ailments, so he is able to keep that up quite consistently and have that crazy damage output. He then also does have complete stat immunity, further increasing the survivability of this character, and also can share it to your entire team. And last but not least, he also does have Bombardment +1, which allows him access to a very powerful Sword Bomb attack, which is going to be very useful for 4 types of guild quests where you can clear very, very fast. In fact, the world record holder for the fastest playtime in guild quest is to a 7th Anniversary Ichigo Soul Bomb attack. And that's because, again, weakening plus bombardment is very powerful. It's the reason why we ranked someone like Bruno and also our pick Ichigo high. But then this Ichigo comes with an 80% Spiritual Pressure boost skill, which allows the Soul Bomb to do significantly more damage, again able to clear guild quests in literally 0 seconds.
言っただろクイーンシーは弓矢以外は使わないって
Taking our second place spot, we have the 7th anniversary Uryu. This character is very, very powerful, and this is due to the amount of skills, damage output, mobility, usability. There's almost nothing this character can't do. For starters, he comes with 2 killers, a Ronka, and also no affiliation. He has a very, very good damage output, thanks to the fact that he does have a Frenzy +2 skill, increasing the amount of hits he has on his strong attacks, 20% Berserker, and also an additional 20% Berserker that you share to every speed character. So essentially, Frenzy +2 and also 40% Berserker. He also has Guard Break and also hit hidden enemies, Havoc +20%, and also an increased chance of inflicting a stat element, which is important on this character because he does have weakening and drain on every single attack. So essentially, every time you use the strong attack on a wave of enemies, there is a good chance you're going to heal back up to full stamina and or weaken the enemies. And in combination with the fact that he comes to Sprinter +2 and also has Long Stride with an additional 20% heal for your entire team, this character here is a massive team player. He's going to be clearing content fast, he's going to be doing a lot of damage, non-stop heals, healing your team, buffing your team's strong attack damage by 20%, can also debuff on his Soul Bomb, has 2 killers, has great insane mobility that again is almost nothing this character can't do. And he gets even crazier because he also does have the gauge mechanic, which when at full completion allows him to have an additional 100% Berserker and also recharges strong attacks even faster. This character is absolutely crazy, and he gets even better in arena content as he also does come with the additional set of recharge. Poise starts with an additional 66% all stats and also has an additional Soul Bomb, which further allows him to complete the gauge and get that extra bit of damage and extra bit of recharge. So Uryu is an amazing arena character, amazing team supporter, amazing damage dealer, clearing content super fast, and also can be used in 2 types of guild quests. This character has a lot of usability and is very, very fun to play around with.
刃と好みにまとう熱お主を消し飛ばすまで静まりはせぬ
And our number 1 spot goes to the Captain Commander of the Gotei 13 1000-Year Blood War, the fire version of Yamamoto. Now, Yamamoto has an insane set of skills and also strong attacks that make him very viable in basically any content you put him against. This character is literally breaking the game as we speak, and this is due to the fact that he has a Frenzy +1 skill with the additional 40% Berserker, and when you do inflict a stat element, you get the additional 80% stat boost to your Spiritual Pressure stat. So very similar to someone like the 7th anniversary Ichigo, this character wants to inflict stat elements to do a lot of damage. But then it gets crazier because he has weakening and also burn on every single attack, and when you do hit an enemy that has been afflicted by both of these stat elements, which he can do at the same time, you're doing 80% more damage to that enemy. With Marauder, a 5-second debilitator, and also weakened defense with Bombardment +1, he has the most powerful Soul Bomb in the entire game, and it's not even close. No character can compete with the amount of damage this character can do on his Soul Bomb, especially because he does come with weakened defense, which you can then stack. With his strong attacks, he has a 3000 length beam SA1, essentially the best SA1 in the entire game. SA2 is a distant AoE into a tracking vortex, again, basically the best strong attack in the entire game, and then you also have a full screen strong attack 3. Every time he's attacked by a hollow character, there's a 50% chance he can dodge those attacks, and he also does come with shared complete stats immunity. So he's very safe to play around with. You can stand whatever you want to, have insane crowd control, have a good mobility, good survivability too, and also just deal some insane amounts of damage. If you want to clear fast, you can use this character. So he is a simpler character when compared to 7th anniversary Uryu, but just the amount of damage this character dishes out with the fact that he has the perfect set of strong attacks and some good survivability, this character is just best described as a broken character. Guild Quest has basically been ruined because this character can Soul Bomb and kill all 5 waves on his special move level 2 out of 5. The stuff this character can do is absolutely insane. And with that said, lads, that was this year's top 10 list. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you stuck up to the end, I really do appreciate it. Tomorrow, we are going to post a video explaining more so why I ranked the characters where I did. You know, this video is already pushing 20 minutes long, and I didn't want it to be that long. So if you want to know the in-depth reason of why I placed the characters where I did, why I placed X character higher than X character, then I recommend you check out tomorrow's video. With that said, though, let me know in the comments below what your lads' top 10 is, and I'll see you lads next time. Peace.